following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Where specifically are you going in the Grippling building?
3B, Sweetheart Lane, The Shades, Japantown.
So you drove your car into the Shades.
Apparently.
That might be really sus. I'm not 100%.
Can you make a
familiar with
local
this shit.
knowledge Japantown check for me,
We don't
please?
have that.
You can still make any check,
Oh.
if you have it or not.
Local,
I'm there
just
too,
local-
Or you can roll...
16.
Oh, fuck it, you've made it. Holy shit.
Never mind.
So, you would remember during your police training, there was an afternoon special session in which they brought in like an experienced police officer, Arnold Stumpy Joe Smenson, a head on top of a machine which keeps that brain and head alive. Also known as Peg Body.
Pig body.
And you remember now that you were taught job of police officer is to patrol the city streets, get to know the city, get people confident in you. They need to come to you with their problems, and you need to have a reasonable expectation that you might actually do something about it, maybe. Except for the Shades. Don't go there. Don't look at it. Especially not at night. But especially not at the day.
Oh, okay.
Don't go to the Shades. Don't go to the Shades. Don't go there. Don't.
Your contact details.
And then you remember putting up your hand and being like, I thought we were supposed to be cops everywhere. And then you were specifically told, well, I mean, you can go to the Shades if you want, little boy. Little tiny, gangly boy. Because you had yet to put on any meat. Synth meat. And you can get into all the trouble that will come from that, especially if you're wearing a uniform. And then when you call for backup and no one comes, don't be so surprised. And by the way, fill out your next of kin forms. Smart mouth. And everyone laughed. And you felt a little bit ashamed, and that was the motivation for you being such a dry, cool wit.
So, on the way there,
You finally
I'd be
clicked.
like,
Going to
the
allow
Shades.
this.
we like, you can contact her, right? Maybe we can pick her up before she gets back home.
I didn't actually get contact details, did
Yes,
I?
of course you have it, because
You
the
have to
dating
down
thing.
and
Oh, okay. So I'll just send her a message then. Media was watching the date. Your apartment. They blabbed about where you live, your address and everything. And that also means we probably have to move up our current job.
Okay, you immediately get back a message that's like, beep, beep, beep. The number you have tried to message has been kidnapped by road cons. If you would like to continue to leave your message futilely, press 1. If you would like to cancel your message and request a new date with someone else who has not been kidnapped by road cons, press 2.
There's no thing, I'll just hang up.
I was going to say, no, keep it on the line. We might be able to find where she was kidnapped, too, by tracing it.
I think...
That,
Would that work?
That might actually work. If you pass a basic tech check... You can't, you're driving. If you stop to make this check,
Okay,
you have to roll again.
Okay, I'll just suggest it to Barrows like I did, basically.
Oh, I hit cyber tech.
Oh, they've made the wrong check. You're not allowed to make the check anymore.
Or I make the right check? Maybe?
How much do you care?
I mean, a lot. It would be useful.
So you'll be here
information.
next week then?
Yeah.
All right.
If you
All
want
right.
to do one next week, of course.
I mean, I want to do them. It's just you don't want to be here.
What's the DV?
Look, I'll get sick of it eventually, alright? The DV is 16.
No. 12.
Oh. That wouldn't have even passed a DV12 check.
No, but I would have spent that point of luck. I'm not spending all my luck for it.
That's fair. No, you can't do that then.
Nah,
In fact, your immediate answer is just like, no, that's dumb. You're dumb, Vince. I'm sick of being compared to you in terms of coolness and failing.
I don't think that's how that works.
No.
It probably runs through a separate server or something. That's concerning that they've had to make a thing for that.
Greg, this whole operation is fucked
Yeah.
because media is spying on us. We need to shoot every
No,
drone
we're
we
not.
see. Where's that coming from?
The back
Shoot it.
seat.
Shoot them.
You really shooting them?
Well, I'm driving. I'm saying to him,
Oh,
shoot
I
them.
don't look into the back seat.
Don't do that.
Who's in the back seat?
There's a guy with a camera.
How did you?
Pay no attention to the man behind the seat cushions.
How did you get in my car?
When you stopped to get those scream sheets, no one. I mean, I didn't. Ah.
Kill him.
We can't just kill him.
Yes, we can. He's
Well-
in my property. He's trespassing. I have a legal right to kill him.
The public has a right to know.
I knew he was going to say that. You may have a right to kill him, but I don't. Who do you work for?
Freelance.
Human perception?
He is.
Oh, he is. He is freelance.
So how else do you expect my garden patch to grow if I can't get the scoop?
Okay, well, you've got two options here. Either we kill you or you plant fake news.
I can't risk the integrity of my blogosphere.
But
So we kill you then.
after we make the bust on the Khan, you would get a lot of rep when you revealed your hand in it.
But then I'd be known as a complicit police thing.
As a complicit police.
I'll make a deal with you. You give me the scoop when you do stuff, and I'll help you out.
Yeah,
Might
here's
be
the
the-
problem though. You've ruined all of our plans by.
No, that was them.
Who's them?
You know, big news media.
To be fair, stealth drones are expensive.
Yeah, do I look like I can afford... Wait, there are stealth drones?
Yeah.
So basically, you want the exclusive,
Uh-huh.
and in exchange, well, how are you going to help us?
Well, I can, do what he said and, put fake news on my thing to put people in the wrong direction, and then, when you give me the scoop on what really happened, I could reveal that was a thing. I could do this repeatedly multiple different times on many different things. I've got 20,000 subscribers to my Blogozone.
You're going to overcome what's been in these things. I say, waving it.
I probably am not got the reach for that, let's be honest here.
I guess we'll have to kill you then.
Well,
'Tis a far nobler thing to die in the pursuit of truth, justice, and the American way.
great, we can't kill him.
Why not?
Because you may have encountered an honest media.
Yeah. He's strangely honest, and I think that's a rarity for his kind.
My kind?
He's strangely
Maybe
honest, yet
it's-
he's willing to post fake news for us.
No, because it's part of a police operation sting, right?
We really should start getting someone on our side in this.
And I would only be willing to post it if I could reveal that was a Moscow rover later.
That's fair enough, but again, you've got to be able to counter that shit. I'm going to have to redo our whole operation because they've revealed everything.
You can't just let the cons get away with this?
No,
Just
but-
because those guys are pieces of shit? That's bullshit!
No, we can't let them get away with it. We can't use the same plan we were using before.
What was the plan you were going to use before?
Throw into the back seat onto his lap.
Whoa, she's hot. Oh, so is she. Wait, who's this granny? Ah, that's the most honest thing I've ever seen in these. I am too stupid to do that. I didn't even know that's what that was. Oh.
Oh yeah, the big corporation's trying to hide from you what cake's really made of.
I thought it was made of cake.
No,
Cake is made of cake.
cake is a compound, not an element.
Oh my god.
Is there any way we can talk about things without those vultures overhearing?
Probably not.
And where am I driving now? We better find somewhere for me to drive because I'm approaching the shades and I don't know where I.
Yeah, maybe we should turn around before we get to the combat
Vince,
zone.
by instinct, starts driving to the construction yard.
Realistically, the screen sheets are tailored. There's a chance it hasn't got to Khan yet. It just means we have to move faster.
I don't know. Then again, maybe we'll be really lucky. Maybe because it's been so obviously blabbed, they'll think we're going to change the plan, but we're not.
You know, I
Use
might.
that same psychology they did by keeping the.
That's exactly
the
why I
lab in
think
the
that
same
might
place.
potentially work.
What are you doing?
Recording for the post
Yes,
success.
it better be the post success.
I give you my
It'll be
word as a
post-mortem.
media.
You really shouldn't be threatening the media on camera.
Cut that out. I don't mean stop recording. I mean cut out the bit where I threatened you.
Oh, but it's so earthy and real. It also shows that I'm in danger and therefore more badass.
You ever drive a vehicle, John, and you look at that oncoming traffic and you think, if I just turn the wheel, the suffering and everything would just be over.
Your phone buzzes. Those are your agent buzzes. Having suicidal ideation? Why not kill yourself? Kill yourself is the easy, no longer being alive method for ending all of that suicidal ideation.
I shouldn't be listening to this.
To prove the power of suicidal ideation, I killed this boat! It wanted to die, and now it
I
is!
should use an agent while driving. I can kill myself on the road now.
Suicidal ideation is the easy, no-hassle way of ending your life. I probably can't put this on YouTube, actually. This is obvious parody, but they are pretty blind to that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna forget and leave it in, aren't I?
The only thing that's left is if you want to get you-know-who involved. You know she'll want to be there for this bit.
Are you talking about someone very shiny?
Yes. And I think it should... Yeah, it's about time it's not my fault that she's dragged into something.
Oh, I see.
I haven't actually put her on the map, so I'd rather you didn't. I mean, I can put her on the map, I guess. Let me find a map with her already on it.
I want to get her
Actually, you can't. I mean, you can call her, but you're just gonna get a busy signal right now. So this has worked out well.
Well, I mean, this is already live. I'd rather not get her involved again.
Fair enough. Besides, they're just cons.
They're just cons.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, we're totally badass and we'll take care of them because they're just cons. No problem.
Compared to what we fought recently.
The officers, knowing that they were fucked, put on a bravado face, attempting to hide their insecurities with, the proud nobility of the mantle of masculinity that they draped themselves in.
You still have that grenade I gave you back in Cold Rocks?
Let me check my inventory. Is it under ammo or weapons?
It'll just be in the
Under
combat
ammo.
tab if you've got one.
No, apparently not. Oh, armor-piercing grenade? Yes,
Yeah.
sorry, yes.
Good. We're probably going to need that.
I was just looking for frag or grenade, and then that says at the top there.
Yeah. Every time I buy them, I forget that that's the standard one. I'm always like, where's basic grenade?
The basic grenade is AP.
Yeah. I always forget.
You rumble on up into Watson. Evening draws down. You begin to wonder if maybe suicide ideation isn't like just a concept, man.
We're going to have to find somewhere to,
With these?
I do. Somewhere we can hide this beast.
Oh. He doesn't care about that now.
I'm sure
Vince parks down the block a bit.
We'll try and park it somewhere that's like... I know it's hard to make it inconspicuous, but somewhere at the back, but it's also not like isolated, so there's plenty of cars around it, so it doesn't stand out being more isolated.
You park your car in the steal this lot.
No, I don't want it stolen.
Okay, you park your car near the wreckers.
In the parking lot outside, right?
Oh, yeah.
But not in the wrecking.
No. That would be dumb.
Yeah, there you go then.
Parks it in the compacting machine. That'll be safe.
We're just parking underneath this giant magnetic crane.
Just in case Doc Ock tries to steal it.
I'll turn to the media kid. Hey, never got your name.
Good.
Well, we should at least share contacts.
Oh, good, now I don't have to do it.
Let's go get Harry, so, you might
I
have to
want
watch your own
media's
back.
Contact, down my contact info. That's not going away. Oh yeah, I'm totally gonna delete that after this op. Yeah, sure, I believe you.
I never made that promise at
No,
all.
exactly.
Why would I ever do that?
Uh-huh.
I'm hoping he might be useful for more than just this one op.
Oh, but he's annoying.
Wow.
You're brutal today.
No, I always heard that you were like super cool, but apparently you're just a jerk.
I don't like medias. Medias have been stuffing up operations of ours for weeks now.
Well,
So maybe
that's the NCT. I'm not that.
yeah. Well, earn your respect. You don't.
That
just get
sounds fair.
I don't care you're filming me. Public can decide what they want.
You did earlier. Getting all sorts of mixed messages here.
When the shit hits the fan, and it probably will, we may not be able to look out for you, so...
That's fine. I'm used to staying undercover and being unseeable and unknowable.
Good. Hope you're better at that than I am.
Nope.
Oh no.
No, surely you don't have like 5 nicknames.
That's not a good thing.
No, but okay. Let's see if we can find this shipment or
Yeah.
what's going down in this area.
Bravely, the two hyperbolic paraboloids head towards the construction site. It is there that John Burroughs is briefly distracted by a hyper-sexy object.
What's this up?
A woman.
No.
You had a date with her earlier in the day, and there she is. She's just right there,
Just like standing.
hiding near some of those big round concrete pipes.
I love those little big round concrete pipes.
Must be doing a very good job of getting the
Hiding from another angle that is not to be hidden from you, but from someone else. Obviously.
I wish to discern what direction she wishes to be hidden from.
And the barrows.
The construction site.
Okay.
And the barrows with all four arms goes, "Hi, Suki!" No.
And then approach up from behind so that I also would be hidden from the construction site.
Yeah, I'm
John,
making a stealth roll.
The Coronado gay cowboy Nazi pirate butcher. Heads towards her startlingly pert batoons.
Hey, you're a god at stealth. Even if
He actually is! Like,
Yeah.
that's sort of become part of your character somehow.
I get the feeling you don't have a ton of points in it. You just roll
What have you got?
incredibly well.
2.
Same as me, a plus
I've
2.
got a plus. I've got a plus 9.
Oh no, a plus 10.
Hey, Brandon. Joined up for. John Silver. It took me a surprisingly long amount of time to work out that his name is John Silver because he's not tall. Long John Silver?
Oh,
And he's
it's
not.
John Silver. He's, yeah.
It took me an annoyingly long amount of time to make that connection. I'm so mad at myself.
See him walk up behind. Howdy.
About time you got here. You know,
Apparently you were
when I
kidnapped.
got jumped, I thought, oh no, is this a bad thing? Or is this an opportunity? And then I quickly realized that they didn't think that I'd be resisting much.
Oh.
But what they failed to understand is I can't be poisoned.
Oh? Well, that's good to know.
That's a handy skill to have.
I have a throat filter.
Especially useful against the cards.
Oh, hi, Ben Straker, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Hi.
He's the one with the car.
Hi.
Yeah, hi.
And then Vincent Straker, lost in a tawny valley, made the sudden realization that his overwhelming machismo had culminated in a series of signals sent to all and sundry that might be watching, ever and unconsciously moving upon that thread, that certain traits and trademarks have been conditioned into the human being since primitive times to indicate interest and fertility, and as an example of ultimate coolness and, indeed, physical form and function meeting that, he prescribed unto all women who gazed upon him a desirability that could only be emulated by the sick and twisted, self-involved, and ultimately neutered forms of manhood that roved around the urban landscape around him. In other words, he's sexy.
And he now knows it.
Hi.
Hi, how's it going?
There we go.
What was that?
My details.
Oh, thanks. Suppose if you're helping us out, that'll help.
Somewhere in the background, the media is like, that motherfucker.
The sudden realization that the obvious engagement that she had attempted to initiate was being seemingly unconsciously rebuffed, sent further signals. The unattainable nature of this unique specimen only making him more attractive because of that unattainable nature. It is often the desire of human beings to seek that which they perceive to be difficult to obtain, attainting and anointing it with a rarity that passes into more attraction. The idea that something that could not be had may be somehow had.
It doesn't say I'm involved with someone. It just keeps his mouth shut.
A quick check from her eyes, glancing down, assessed his hands. Not for the obvious ratio measurements which may indicate even more signals of fertility, but for the presence of a wedding band, and there was none. Availability thus confirmed, she began the mating ritual of her race. A slow smile spreads across her mouth. Eyes became slightly half-lidded. So what's the plan?
Have you managed to spot anything else? We've been here.
Now? Yes, I spotted these scream sheets. Here, I need to go take care of the laundry. So you read them.
Really?
Yes.
This is actually happening.
Sorry.
I like it because it's hilarious.
I mean, she doesn't say anything about the laundry.
No, but just...
Yeah, I spotted these.
Yeah, I found
screen
these.
Yeah, the Khans dropped them. There might be clues. Actually, there might be. I really just didn't want to plan for Brendan to show up. This is pretty obvious, right?
You want to go first this time?
Sure, I mean, I went last time, so... Quadra. I don't think there's anything else written there. It's hard to tell, but...
It could be in black.
Yeah. There could be like... This is Cyberpunk. There could be like subliminal stuff in there in black that we can't
Obey
see.
the corporations.
But our mind does. Running woman Fleur Blythe. Dashing through the combat zones, unarmed, unarmored, without a single guard, the sleek, powerful form of a top executive tries to come close to the edge of death, trying to pierce the veil of the oppressive gloom which has enshrouded her mind since she miraculously survived a 20-floor plummet after surviving a storm of fire. But she would tell a different tale, a tale of someone who died and shambles the world as a zombie. Fleur Blythe tells a sad tale of an empty shell trying to recapture that lively essence, coming closer and closer to death to feel alive. Today's run takes her through South Night City and into Japantown, the hard way. She skirted Inquisitors, Vaqueros, Bozos, and Red Chrome Legion, dodged bullets, escaped nets and flamer units.
Well, on a side note, it appears the washing machine is flooded.
Oh. Her movements liquid and practiced, her form quick and nimble. It was strangely beautiful, Fleur agrees. To her, the risk awakens the humanity in her, and when the precious life she has and close to being taken away again. Its richness becomes again apparent to her. Sitting across from her, she lays out her philosophy, dark eyes cold and dead, speaking of the joy of living. It unsettled me, my crew. Fleur was previously a little-known figure in Night City. However, now she is gaining a fan base. Several fan patches in the garden. People of all stripes have come to idolize a corporate executive, and for so many reasons. I love those videos of her running through the combat zone. It's like an action movie, but it's real, says one post on the leading fan patch Fleur Spar. One of many in a thread discussing the sport technique and proficiency of Fleur's runs. Many professing to be taking up the sport, and indeed parkour in general, seem to be undergoing a boost. Who knew under a business suit was a hard body? It's fucking hot, said another post, again, in a thread full of enthusiasm. Do you think there's some kind of benefit to her business? Like clarity or some shit? Another post and yet another thread dedicated to business matters again echoes the gist of the discussion. There is even fan fiction. Oh, God. Well, you've cornered me, Fleur gasped, her shoulders pressed against the crumbling brick wall. This must be how it finally ends. Not quite, I say, I'm buckling my pants. Her eyes widen as... things like that. You know, fanfics. Like all communities, it seems to encompass all kinds, different motivations, from horniness to fitness enthusiasts to corporate appreciation. All of them seem to have fallen for Fleur, and some hate her. That corporal cunt thinks she's so hot. How did she get that body? From the sweat of underpaid slaves like us? All she has built on the suffering is all she has is built on the suffering of regular people, declaims one post, and it is not alone. Bitch gonna get fucked or burned at the death race, a sports thread opines. The argument devolved into flame wars, as always. Business decisions such as Flora has been making in the last quarter may yield short-term gains, but won't pan out long-term business, thread experts suggest. If she wants to die, why does she try to stay alive so hard? Why not just let the iron sight shoot her? A representative question, all too common. Fleur chose not to address these questions, and choosing instead to address the concept of her fan base. It's something they like, I don't object. If they are happy, that is what matters. There you go, you want to read the interview? Or?
You're on. Interview with Fleur Blythe.
Good job.
In the picture, you're looking back, off to the side and behind. I am always looking over my shoulder these days. I think I'm expecting an attack, an attempt to take my life. But you still go out alone, sans guards? Yes. Would guards not put you more at ease? You wouldn't have to look over your shoulder as much. But then there would be no point. If I'm perfectly safe, I'm not excited. I don't feel alive. That's the thing about combat zone parkour. When you're at risk, you can see it. I think I'm not just looking for some mook with a gun. I think there are other things I'm looking for. Figurative things. Like hostile board members? You could say that. Not specifically, but I am aware I have enemies in the business world, and a few friends. And few friends. So few. With the backing of Militech, you don't really need friends. Militech is a strong ally, so long as I am useful. As long as BN is useful. There is strength there. What do they think of your thrill-seeking escapades? I am not sure they consider it to be a risk. Worried that if I die, their investment or partnership will... I'm sure they consider it to be a risk, sorry. Worried that if I die, their investment or partnership will be in jeopardy. Probably not, though. I have arranged things to ensure stable continuity should I die. They probably don't care. Changing tack. Another media recently broke into your apartment. Yes, my home. They decided to reveal many things that were private. Do you resent that? No. They were doing their job. Besides, dead people can't care, can they?
I realise what I've done to myself. Frederick Fuzzbear's Pizza, where fantasy and fun come to life. Shinohara Heavy Industries.
Looks like an AC. Just without any weapons.
Hasn't it got weapons on the... Or is that... There's weapons on its arms, right?
I presume in this case.
But
yeah.
I know what you mean. It doesn't have, like, guns that are twice as long as it on its back.
Yeah.
Shinohara Labor goes on rampage. Watson District, Night City. In a shocking turn of events, a heavy construction labor ran amok in the heart of Watson, wreaking havoc and sowing public among the local population. The incident occurred near a bustling food truck gathering... a bustling food truck gathering, turning a routine morning into a sense of chaos and destruction. Eyewitnesses, like Kevin Bannister, recount the horrifying moments when the construction labour, carrying a load of girders, unexpectedly turned violent. Threw them all at the crowd gathered by the food truck and started ripping into that building. It was horrible, like nothing could stop it, Bannister described in disbelief. Despite the swift response of the Night City Police Department, NCPD, the labour's rampage continued unchecked for a brief period, leaving witnesses in shock. There were 2 cops, but it just, man, it was so fast. It got through that building like ripping through it before Magstack arrived. Everyone else just ran. Man, like, what were we supposed to do? Bannister recalled, highlighting the overwhelming nature of the situation. One striking detail emerged from Bannister's account. The construction labour appeared to operate without a driver. Yeah, actually, now you mention it, the labour driver guy. He jumped out. The thing was operating without a driver. Holy shit! Bannister exclaimed, emphasising the eerie autonomy of the machine. The incident resulted in a significant number of casualties, with Bannister estimating around 24 people near the targeted food cart. The trauma team, a medical response unit known for its rapid intervention, arrived at the scene, hinting at the severity of the injuries sustained during the attack. The labour was ultimately brought down by the intervention of the powerful Max Tech Force, with AV helicopters using heavy weaponry to subdue the rogue machine. Once Max Tech showed up, they started blasting it with the AV's big chain gun. Looked like it was doing something. It still took a couple of minutes before its generator blew, and it finally stopped, Bannister reported, underscoring the collective effort required to neutralise the threat. While speculations regarding the motive and origin of the attack have circulated, Bannister refrained from jumping to conclusions. Man, I don't know. It has to have been, right? I'm not going to say whatever court made it messed up. I don't want a hit squad on me. Yeah, it must have been some outside force. Yeah. He cautiously shared before hastily departing the scene. His investigations continue. Night City remains on edge, grappling with questions about the security of these automated machines and the implications of their potential misuse. The incident raises concerns about the vulnerabilities of these labour units and the need for more stringent safety measures. With the city's already high tensions, this event serves as a stark reminder that danger can lurk even in the most mundane of scenarios. The truth behind this shocking incident is still unfolding. Our team at NCT will continue to monitor developments and provide updates as more information comes to light. Stay informed and stay safe, Night City.
In the light of the recent unfortunate incident involving one of our construction labour units, Shinohara Heavy Industries wishes to express our sincere sympathies for the victims and individuals affected by this unforeseen event. Our thoughts are with the injured and their families during this challenging time. We want to emphasise.
We want to empathise, but we can't.
Yeah.
We just can't.
We're just not human. We want to emphasise that safety. Nearly did it again. That safety and security are paramount in our operations. Our labour units undergo rigorous testing and stringent quality checks to ensure their reliable performance. This incident appears to be an isolated occurrence, and we are cooperating fully with local authorities to conduct a thorough investigation to determine the root cause. Shinohara Heavy Industries maintains a commitment to providing top-tier technological solutions while adhering to the highest standards of corporate responsibility. We assure the public that we take this incident seriously, and we will take all necessary measures to prevent such incidents from happening in the future. We remain dedicated to delivering quality products and services to our valued customers while maintaining a strong stance on safety and ethical conduct. Our priority is to address any concerns and ensure the continued trust our clients have placed in us over the years. Sincerely, Matsumoto Asakagi, Shinohara Heavy Industries. Big robots are still
But then
cool.
she says, I didn't mean you should read them now.
There could have been clues.
Were there?
No.